Are we ready? Let's come to the end mark and look where we're going.
I say to my staff, the most important thing with a yard like this is the customers and the horses, because without either we're nothing. Which, you know, is true. And they work hard for me, and the staff work hard for me, and we're successful. And always to be pleasant and polite. The weekend we start at 7:30 and we keep going right till 5:30. During the week, of course, we have the disabled. In a lot of the mornings we have the disabled, and then we get busy once the children come out of school. And in the holidays we have foreign students and holiday makers, and we're busy, much busier in the holidays. But you know, we're steady, really steady all the time. And then we've been approved for riding centre for the British Horse Society a long time, and we're also approved by the Association of British Riding Schools, and of course we are riding for the Disabled Centre, which we've done for over 40 years. But as you can see, I've been established since 1946, so this year is my 66th year of running the yard. This is Badger, and as you can see, he's going very grey all round his face, and he did all the driving for the disabled, which we did a lot of, and he must be nearly 30, but he's a real star, and he does all the beginners, and he's such a good boy, and he's really like our flagship, and he's our oldest resident. There's somebody now going to have a lesson. This is the indoor school. This has been up a long time, and this is the spectators gallery where the parents and friends and children can watch. And we have the foreign students, and it says welcome in French. I did have Dalmatians, but they're gone now. But and that's the driving for the disabled, and that's how the yard was sort of, you know, a bit longer ago. The letters for the really tiny children, we say to them, you know, change rein at the fireman, or go to the apple, rather than saying A, and they find that easier when they're really tiny and learning. I used to have really 2.5-year-olds, but now with the insurance they won't allow me to teach anyone until they're 4, which is a bit sad, but anyhow, the little ones enjoy coming in here, and it's nice and safe in here, and it's not a big school, so that you can really keep them all together and they can't come off and you lose them, and it's nice and safe. And some of them do half an hour riding, then have half an hour stable management, or they go to the beach for an hour or hour and a half or 2 hours. So we do all sorts of things, and then we do pony for the day and pony parties, and Mum brings the cake and the food, and they have that in the tack room, and they play games and all get a rosette, which they enjoy. The pony parties are popular. I enjoy the children and the customers, but also my staff are just lovely, and they keep me young being with them. And I love the interest now of the showing the Lusitanas, and having been so successful, that's been going to Portugal and seeing my lovely colt, who's now 3. All these things are really fun to do. This is Blue, and I bought her off a gentleman, and she used to pull the caravans that did the caravan holidays with the old-fashioned caravans like the gypsies had. But she's a very good hack on the beach, and very quiet and very nice. This is Blue, very useful. This is Poppy. This is Gemma, my head girl's old pony. She's done a lot of showing, and she's a thoroughbred, and a lot of showing with her when she was younger, but she's now as a companion for our young horses when we turn them out to grass. Very sweet mare, very, very kind, and she belongs to Gemma. Well, putting up the indoor school was a really big achievement, and I suppose when I was young, getting the contract with Ponting's holiday camp, which no longer you call camp, you now call leisure centres, and doing the menage and then redoing the menage, taking the old tin stables down. I laid this path ever so many years ago with an old swain, and we put all these bricks, and we put the water right from the front gate, and we put a polythene pipe all the way there, and it's still there, and it must have been down now nearly I should think, about 50 years. This is Nabucco. He's a Lusitana that I've bred when I first had my Lusitanas, when I first started in the 70s and 80s. He's now 16, but we use him in the school and also show him in the Lusitana classes, and he's a very good boy. It's Nabucco. And here we have Digger, and he's elderly and was given to me by a lady who found him. She's got 2 horses and she found 2 too much, so she said would I have him, and she very kindly gave him to me, and we use him for riding for the disabled, and he's very quiet and very good, but hates fireworks, and when there's fireworks he just goes really to pieces, but he's a lovely old boy. All of them go out every day, even however muddy it is, and then we bring them in, power hose their legs so they don't get mud fever, and then put them in the stable. But I always like to get my horses out. To have them just stood in the stable all the time, I think is soul destroying really for them, and they all get worked every day, which is a most important thing. And he will be worked when the children come out of school. He'll come in and start doing his bit. I don't like dead wood. I like everything to be working and useful. The Sakura can do quite a few movements, but at the moment she's just doing a working trot, but she can really perform, as you can see. Really lengthen their strides. See how nicely she can move. She really can. And we had things in here, and some nasty little teenagers came and broke the window and pinched some of our stuff, and we got so fed up with it we took the window out and then got our gypsy friend to do this. But now Gemma, my head girl, lives in the mobile home, so we're really nice and secure. You know, she's quite aware of what goes on. But this is Tuck and Tack, and it's very popular because we sell sweeties as well as tack. But the shop is a branch from Ride and Drive, which is the big saddlery at Hensted, and this is sort of like the branch, small branch, but we sell hats and body protectors and whips, but of course the crisps and sweets are popular. As you can imagine. Oh, and there's polos. I can get another thing of sweeties. Yeah. Esther, who's going to be a star. I'm his aunt and I'm his biggest fan. Oh, dear. He's a lovely boy. He's going to do a lot of winning, aren't you? And Romany, she's an absolute sweetie. She's such a good girl. He's greedy, and she goes on the beach and she takes the disabled. And Romany, come and show your face. Come on. That's a good girl. Come on. She's a lovely mare. Very, very quiet, very gentle. Real school mistress. Very kind. Really nice.